Hi, this is Marina from Astrology, bringing you the full moon on the 8th of December. It is at 16 Gemini Decan 2. It's conjunct Mars retrograde, so this is going to really emphasize what does Mars retrograde mean for us now. The fixed star is Rigel in the foot of Orion the Hunter. The tarot card is going to be the Nine of Swords, which isn't a great one, but we'll look at that in more detail. And the healing crystal is amethyst. So what does the full moon mean in Gemini Decan 2? Well, really it's torn between parental duties and passions, really, because it's a very busy decan, Gemini Decan 2. It is like the multitasker. So the passions could be the career, life calling, or just plain wild and uncontrollable pleasure seeking. Another problem at this full moon is spreading yourself out too thin, trying to be everything to everyone. But there are a myriad of possibilities with this moon as well. Really, the most negative manifestation could be, especially with the Mars retrograde, the sort of narcissistic parent who doesn't have a nurturing protective bone in their body. The moon in Gemini Decan 2 causes swings between hard work and debauchery when the wound up work-stressed coil is released. On the opposite side of the spectrum will be parents who run themselves ragged for the whole family out of a sense of guilt, and we might pressure ourselves at this time to be the super parent. And, coming up to Christmas as well, trying to just do everything. So trying to hold down a high-powered career and a demanding family at the same time. Just be careful you don't burn yourself out. Speed can become a drug as well, as we crave the adrenal buzz from our roller coaster lives. Remember, this section of Gemini contains the chariot Auriga, which is driven by the charioteer who's holding a mother goat and at the same time nursing twin baby goats. So quite a handful. We must be realistic with what we can take on work-wise and socially. And with the fixed star Rigel, there is danger of overreach and burnout. So now, by the way, I just want to stick this in. The reason I haven't been doing any videos on YouTube was, yes, I was on holiday, but while I was on holiday, I actually got, for the first time in 3 years, I managed to avoid it, the COVID. So this was a month ago. I'm still a bit hoarse in my voice as well, and it was really bad. So let's not go into that. But yeah, that's why I've been away. And I also have Gemini Decan 2 as my ascendant, and it's 18 degrees of Gemini. So the burnout thing, yeah, I tried to do too much at once. So that's what happens. So now the tarot card associated with this decan is this Nine of Swords, and unfortunately the air signs do get stuck with the swords as their tarot card. So but you have to read them differently when it comes to the decan. It's because otherwise you're just going to get too depressed. But it basically instead describes lessons learned in previous lives and karma that may have already been paid. So don't think of it as like, oh my god, I'm stuck with this one, because it's my card as well. So it is characterized by many unfinished relationships and paybacks from the past. Its divinatory meaning is your past may have caught up with you, and something that you thought you had dealt with, done and dusted, has reared its ugly head and resurfaced once more, bringing all the unpleasantness with it. This may be on a physical level, but more likely a return of some inner demons in a past nightmare, which has thrown your mental equilibrium out of balance. Something from your past may have come back to haunt you. So I take it as meaning that, like the boastful hunter Orion, natural law will come back to bite you in the foot if you try to mess too much with nature and play God. And but those who work with nature may be spared the nightmarish scenario seen on this card. Now, yes, the star, Rigel. So this is basically, I keep saying basically, sorry, I'm trying not to. This is something my daughter says all the time. It must be a teenage thing. Basically, anyway, Rigel, the star, is a very noticeable blue-white star in the foot of Orion at 16 Gemini. It's the 7th brightest star in the sky. And Orion the Hunter boasted he could kill any animal in the forest. And Gaia thought the arrogant god needed to be brought down a peg or two. So she sent her scorpion to sting him in the foot. So that's where the star is, in the foot. But despite its accident with the vengeful crustacean, Rigel is still considered extremely fortunate. It gives benevolence, honour, riches, happiness, glory, renown, and inventive or mechanical ability. So it's one of those stars that can also propel you to a great height really quickly as well. So the Ebertines say that if Rigel is conjunct the moon, a quick rise in life is promised on account of the strong inherent willpower, love of action, and a lucky hand in enterprise with Rigel. Continuous battle to retain an acquired position has to be waged, though. This fight at the same time stimulates an increase of vigor. So it's like kind of the Mars as well, the Mars effect, that the need to fight, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger kind of thing, and it builds up muscles. But even in spite of unhelpful aspects, success and reaching the set aim can be secured by this powerful concentration with Rigel. So it's the hunter. If, however, the native is not cautious or has an attack of weakness, failure and disappointments, a fall from success will follow. So, yeah. And so it is a very contradictory star, because also Mr. Robson says of Rigel with the moon that there's much worry and disappointment, injuries to life and fortune, success, ill health, or death to wife or mother. That's his interpretation. Whereas Bernadette Brady says it is the metaphysician, or one who is drawn to alternative or hidden wisdom, a lover of books, one who seeks a mentor. The focus is on a love teacher, a wise man or woman. I mean, I would hope it's that one, because since my ascendant is pretty close to Rigel, I don't like the first one. Anyway, so it is a star of contradictions, and I guess, there's two paths, because it's Gemini, you could choose one path or the other. So if you're going to aim high, you must do it to serve others rather than to serve yourself. So yeah, I mean, I don't know this sickness or ill health or death to wife or mother, why that is the case with Rigel and the moon. I guess it is because the moon represents women and Rigel has this kind of pushing yourself to extremes. So maybe I think it goes also with the decan of Gemini, decan 2, where just taking on too much, really, and the multitasking parents burning themselves out. And then we have the full moon aspects. So now the first one is it's conjunct Mars and Mars retrograde. That's the major thing. So when you get moon conjunct Mars in the sky, people are fierce about protecting their family or homeland. It's an energy of defense, but it's also one where the collective's feelings erupt really easily into rage. Verbal violence is possible. So domestic bliss is unlikely. This conjunction is great for firefighters, as they will react speedily and instinctively. And since Mars is retrograde in this particular conjunction, it's more of a simmering energy. Words will be used rather than actions to protect. So look out for intellectual battles, and Twitter will be on fire as well. That's another thing I've missed, the whole Twitter, Trump being put back on Twitter and everything. Anyway, we won't get into that yet. And also then we have Ceres trine Pluto is also an interesting combination because it could be to do with oil and energy supplies. Obviously, that's big at the moment because we're coming into the cold season. We already are in it. God, I can't believe it's already December the 1st tomorrow. It's also in an earth trine, so grain is also the issue. Maybe the question of sanctions is discussed. And also wheat is a major theme with Ceres in Virgo as well. And Pluto is fertilizer. So the trine might help with some negotiations about food supplies. So, let's hope that that is the case, because it's actually quite a tight trine. So, what else can we say about this chart? So, okay. So, I mean, it's got that ambitious Rigel, reaching for the stars, being quite ruthless, but don't get to the point where you're not considering nature. But I don't think you can ignore nature anyway, because there's moon trine Ceres in Virgo, and natural law will return in the end. The body as well seeks a balance. So, if you do overdo it, it will protest. We've also got Venus in a kind of T-square, Venus square Jupiter, which can also be just doing too much, and Venus square Ceres as well, which can be indulgence. So the summary. So the full moon addresses natural law. It's a bit like taking the drug speed. You're borrowing energy from the future to fuel the now. So it's okay to run on caffeine occasionally, like in an emergency, but if you do it regularly, you'll crash. So this full moon is all about pacing yourself. When you have a young family, responsibilities can also build up. And you can see that Rigel is not fortunate for women's health. So mums in particular have to watch out for the burn up in the lead up to Christmas as well. Of course, this is a time when women do tend to do the gifts shopping and the planning and organising the big Christmas dinner. So we can easily overdo things. So ladies, use this moon to really think about your health. Don't let a narcissistic relative boss you around. Don't allow the guilt triggers to affect you, and forget about being a perfectionist as well. The food ends up in the bottom of a toilet bowl all the same, no matter how pretty it looked at the start. So, So I chose amethyst as the healing crystal because it's the perfect stone to grab instead of that bottle of wine when you're feeling stressed. In fact, it's supposed to reduce alcohol cravings as well. So no matter what's going on externally, amethyst will give you inner peace. And with the help of this purple friend, you can relax like you're in a spa. Oh, that's what I could do with now. Its benefits include enhancing your sleep and providing relief from daily stresses. Rest is essential for healing and preventing the burnout tendencies of this full moon as well. And amethyst is also known as nature's tranquilizer, a great general healing stone, and women will find it soothing when overstressed, tired, burnt out again. A great remedy for anxiety. It's said to calm frazzled nerves, and it can rejuvenate depleted energy, reduce stress, and offer protection from the harshness of life. So that's the full moon. Now, another reason I've been away is that I've created an ebook of every single moon of 2023. So these YouTube videos, today I'm just still, my brain is still not back to normal. So I just kind of didn't really add to this moon. But what I hope to do when I get my energy back is when I read these out on YouTube, I'll do them a bit more. I want them to be more geopolitical as well and refer to what's going on at the moment. But I've been away and I just thought I'll just do this. But I also wanted to say, I've written every single moon, which has been a real thing, a real project. And so all the moons are now done for 2023 in an ebook on the website. And I'll leave a link below if you want to buy that for $11.99. Or if you become a member, all of them are on the website and they're free for members only. Yeah, and another thing, I know I don't have the charts up anymore or the crystal, because the thing is, it's just easier for me to talk like this and put it up. But if you want to see all the details and the notes, link to a post at the bottom, and there's the chart, there's the crystal, there's everything. So, and if you do buy the book, you can have a printout of it as well. And that's it really. Otherwise, take care, and I'll see you at the next moon, which will be just before Christmas. So yeah, I just thought I'd just come back and say I'm still here. I'm just very, very tired, chronic fatigue. All right then. So thanks for listening. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye.